Hei, tervetuloa. Welcome to our Karelia UAS webinar. My name is Taru Väisänen and I will be your host today. First, I would like to tell you that this webinar will be recorded. You can watch it afterwards on our YouTube channel. Throughout the webinar, you have the chance to ask questions in the chat. Our student ambassadors and staff members are happy to answer your questions. First, we will see some greetings from our president, Dr. Petri Raivo.
Terve! Hello, my name is Petri Raivo. I'm a president of Karelia University of Applied Sciences, and I warmly welcome you to study and stay in Karelia University of Applied Sciences. I warmly invite you to explore the opportunities at Karelia University of Applied Sciences for your advanced studies. When you join Karelia, you join a community dedicated to learning and growth. We offer a wide range of courses and programs designed to prepare you for your future career. And if you have a dream to live and work in Finland after your studies, Karelia is the right place to fulfill your dreams. We are located in North Karelia, an area known for its beautiful nature and hospitable, very hospitable people. As a vibrant student city, the city of Joensuu offers a rich environment that caters to both your academic growth and recreational needs. So you will have a happy time with us here. Finland is a safe, clean and innovative country with a high quality of life. Being one of the safest and most technologically advanced nations worldwide, Finland prides itself on its transparent society, superior education system for sure, and steadfast commitment to equality. So, I eagerly await your arrival in Finland and at Karelia University of Applied Sciences, where you will be a part of seamless, secure and egalitarian daily life that will bolster your journey towards your professional aspirations. So come along, join the Karelia University of Applied Science community and start your journey towards success. We look forward to meeting you. Nähdään pian. See you soon in Karelia University of Applied Sciences. Bye.
Thank you, Petri, for your greetings. In the following 2 hours, we will hear about what it's like to study in Karelia UAS, North Karelia, Joensuu. We will also hear about the exchange possibilities in our educational institution and about the application process. All our international degree programs will also be presented. Next, we will watch a short video about North Karelia region. You will get to see the Nordic landscape at its best. After the video, our student ambassadors Anna Aboni and Ayman Rahman will tell you about studying in North Karelia, Joensuu.
Hello everyone, my name is Anna and he's Ayman, and we will talk about how is student life in Joensuu and how is it to live and study in this city of North Karelia. So first I would like to say some words about the University of Applied Sciences. Here you can see the motto of our school, which is "Let's craft a better tomorrow together." And our school was established in 1992. It is in Joensuu, as I just said, which is in eastern Finland. And the school itself prides itself for the high quality of education that it provides, which it does in bachelor's and master's degrees, but also you can apply for open university courses or just shorter courses. And one of the reasons why the quality can be provided in such a high quality is because of how close we are to working life. So during our studies, we already take part of real life cases, and the three bachelor programs that are taught here in English are international business, industrial management, and information and communication technology. We are from the international business studies, but also other than the bachelor's programs, you can participate on Finnish language courses as well. And I can vouch for them. I actually started studying in Karelia at at some of these courses, and they were good enough to convince me to continue my studies over here. Some of the numbers about Karelia UAS is there are more than 4,200 students studying here, and 300 staff members are taking care of us. 350 students of us are international degree students, and we can study, well, people can study on 24 different degree programs, out of 4 are taught in English language, and 3 of them being those bachelor's degrees that I already mentioned, and 1 is a master's degree, Masters of Engineering. And we also have around 100 exchange students every year. But let's take a step further, because we all know that not only schools' reputation matters when it comes to studying, but also the environment around it. So I would like to say a few words about North Karelia. You can see on the picture here where it is located, and as Petri already mentioned in this video, Finland is one of the happiest and safest countries in the world. But in Finland, this region, North Karelia, is the most social one. So while you might have heard the stereotypes of Finnish people maybe being shy or rigid, it doesn't really apply, to be honest. So far, based on my experience, everyone was very warm and welcoming. And here, also, we are also encouraged to always be our honest and true selves. And Joensuu, which is the city that we are in, is actually the largest student city in Finland. And it has a very future-forward approach. So we are surrounded by innovation constantly, and not just innovation, but also very many events and activities that Aimon will tell a little bit more about later. And if you are one of those people like myself who already had a family before applying to university, then you don't have to be discouraged by the fact how many events and activities are for students only, because there are so many activities that you can also do with all of your family members, really. And of course, we cannot talk about Finland without mentioning the nature, about which I will show some picture to you. This is kind of the scenery that you would be able to see from around the end of spring to the end of summer. Usually it is the calmest period of the year, I would say. Most of the people go on vacation around July, and there are many activities to do, like berry picking and just spending time in nature. This is how autumn looks like. In my opinion, it is the most beautiful season, but it's also very subjective. And some of these pictures were taken in Utransaari, which is in the eastern part of Joensuu. It's an island there. It's a very nice place to visit. And of course, the winter wonderland, we cannot go without mentioning it. We are currently seeing how cold the weather is. Actually, it is very enjoyable, and there are many activities that you can do during the winter time as well. Now, as I mentioned, it is a city for students. Around 30% of the people living in Joensuu are actually students, so many of the events are targeted towards us. And a good thing about Joensuu is that the distances here are very short, so it's very easy to get by walking or by bike, but even if you need public transportation, it is very decent and it's always developing. And as we mentioned already, the safety is wonderful here. Also in the city we have 2 higher education institutes and a vocational school, so that also explains why we have so many students here. And Karelia has 2 campuses here. One is Tikkarinne, the other one is Wärtsilä, and they are kind of a kilometer apart from each other, so they are very close. And all of the English language studies are done in the Wärtsilä campus. So it's easier for us to meet up there. And both of these restaurants have, both of these campuses have their own restaurants, which about the restaurants and also about the campuses, you can find some information on our Instagram page, on our Student Ambassador Instagram page, where you can find more information about student life in general here, but also you can find some pictures, how the campuses actually look like and how the restaurant is, like this video that you can see here. And here you can find the prices for the meals. There are very many options really, so everyone can find what is suitable for their own diet. And I will give the word for Ayman to talk about life in Joensuu.
Hi, I'm Ayman Rahman. I'm studying at International Business at Karelia UAS Applied Sciences. Other than my studies, I'm a student ambassador also. So today I'm going to talk about the life of Joensuu. So as a student, you can apply for a student housing by Joensuu Illi, and if you compare this student housing to other housing apartment, this is much more cheaper than the other ones, starting from 190 to 400 euros. And you can also book a studio apartment for yourself if you have a family, or maybe you will have your partner with you. Also, you can apply for a family apartment if you already have a family. So we can have furnished and non-furnished room both as you want. And for a student, it is quite suitable for us to have a laundry room, storage, and sauna weekly. We can have sauna sessions every week on Wednesdays. So other than just studies, what can you do in Joensuu? Joensuu is full of events, exhibition, webinars, and many of us have already participated in these events, maybe in business competition and many more things. One of them is Ilosari Rock Festival. It is one of the largest rock festival of Finland, which plays in Joensuu. It is popular in not only in Finland, also all over the world. Performance from all over the world, such as Imagine Dragons, The Prodigy, Alan Walker, ABBA came this year to perform in the Ilosari Rock Festival. And other than this, we have many other events also, such as there are many business competitions, or maybe if you have any idea to promote, you can participate in Start Me Up Joensuu, draft program, and many more. And what of the sports? In terms of sports, you can have a Suketta app, which it is supported by our universities. So through this app you can play sports in our indoor stadiums and outdoor stadiums such as football, basketball, volleyball, and also we have a national park named as Koli. You can have ski or maybe snowboarding there at the Koli National Park, and we have gym in our own Tikkarina campus, so it is quite a good thing to be fit in your student life also. And here I can show you some pictures having our fun life in Joensuu as a student. So you can see having barbecue during the time of summer, and also we have many basketball games and volleyball games in our arenas, and you can also go for skiing in the Koli. So as I mentioned earlier, we have the Suketta sports. You can buy it for like 69 euros for all over the year, or maybe 39 euros per semester. And through this Suketta sports membership, you can have yoga, gym, or maybe any kind of dancing, water aerobics, and also some other gyms or workout sessions. And we have more than 50 sports classes and 4 different gyms in different locations. And here you can see the gyms of our universities, which are well equipped, so you will be fit as a fiddle. And I want to talk about the student union, which is spoke up. Student union is a thing which supports you during your studies. We have student tutors and their services, so it is like a mentor for you to guide you through your program. And when you arrive in Joensuu, the student tutors are there to welcome you and receive you through the train stations also, and help you to your studies. And also student union Poka also organizes many games, competition, parties, and activities through all over the year. And here I'm going to give you an estimate expenses, how much you have to carry to monthly. For rent it is around 220, and for internet it is like 20 euros monthly. And as Anna mentioned earlier, it is quite easy to communicate by bicycle, but if you want to buy a bus card and communicate by bus, it is quite good also. We have a good transportation system in Joensuu, so the bus card is only 60 euros. And as she mentioned earlier, we have campus lunch, and it is just 150 euros monthly if you already just go through that. And for leisure activities such as Suketta or many other things, you will have around 50 euros. So in total, minimum around 500 euros, you can have a good time monthly in Joensuu city. And thank you for paying attention with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna and Aiman, for a very inspiring presentation. I have a couple of questions for you. Aiman, could you tell me what is your favorite thing about Joensuu?
The most favorite thing about Joensuu is this city is still growing, and it helps us to grow as well also. So as a student, you will have the opportunities to upgrade yourself to your skills for the career development or to get in the corporate world. And the whole community of Joensuu is supporting you all over this journey. Thank you.
That's very nice to hear. Anna, what would you say? What is your favorite thing about Karelia UAS?
I would say the practical approach that we have here, because not only in our professional life it will be great to already go to work life from school, already knowing what to expect, but also knowing that throughout our studies we are kind of treated as colleagues instead of like just little students who need to pay attention to the know-it-all teachers. We are treated in this way that we we'll be prepared when we get out to the working life.
All right. Thank you for the presentation and your insights.
Thank you so much.
Remember that throughout the webinar, you can write your questions and comments in the chat. Our students, ambassadors, and staff members are happy to reply. Now, I would like to introduce you to my colleagues from our degree programs. First, Riikka Kaasinen will present the International Business Program.
Very well. So, International Business Program. Like my colleague said, my name is Riikka Kaasinen and I'm a study counselor in the program. So I work with the students on their studies and their career plans. Then first, some basic information about our program. So the degree is Bachelor of Business Administration, BBA for short, and studies, usually students study for 3.5 years, and it's 210 European credits. Our teaching happens on campus in Joensuu, on Wärtsilä campus, and for student selection we use International University of Applied Sciences exam, and then we have certificate-based selection for students who have completed their secondary education in Finland, and then the international SAT test. And then a little bit about the structure of our business studies. So the professional common core studies, these form the basis of the degree. And first year we study the fundamentals of business, and second year the focus moves towards more international topics of business operations. And on third year we study the approaches of managing business relations, especially with key customers and clients. And the third year is the final phase of specialization through internship and thesis. And our studies include also elective studies that students can take every year on campus or also online from our partner universities. So that offers a possibility to select topics and subjects that the student is most interested in. And of course, we encourage our students to study Finnish language as much as possible, and it's possible to reach intermediate level during the studies. And we offer courses in Finnish language on campus, but also several extra courses online. And study exchange. So our students can go to study exchange for 1 semester during the second year spring semester. And we encourage students to do this because it's another possibility to gain experience in international study environments. And we have dozens of partners, mainly in Europe, but also, for example, in Asia. And my colleague will be telling more about this option a little bit later. And then we have internship. That is a really important part of the BBA degree, and it's usually the last 2 semesters of the studies that the students do their internship either in Finland or abroad. And the purpose of the internship is to apply into practice the theory students have been studying in their courses. And during internship, students can also develop their general working life skills in addition to their professional skills. And the last phase of the studies is the BBA thesis. That is a project that is again a possibility to specialize in a topic chosen by the student, and it's an opportunity to gain more experience and also demonstrate the gained knowledge and skills in developing different kind of business tasks. And also independent work is very important part of the thesis project, so it's an opportunity to also demonstrate the working life skills and the development skills the student has gained during the studies and internship. Then a little bit more about the content. So we focus in our international business program in international marketing and customer competence, but like I said earlier, through elective studies, internship and thesis, it's possible to combine also other topics. And we updated our study curriculum in 2022, and we did this together with our partner companies, our partner universities, and also our graduate students participated in the development project. And here are some topics that we study in our core studies. For example, marketing, economics, sales, accounting, international law, customer insight, service design, and so on. So, like I said before, our study plan is quite flexible. We have the elective studies, internship, thesis that can really help the student to choose a topic that they are interested to develop, and we work on this together throughout the studies. What are the study plans and what kind of career student is aiming for? Then about another important part of the studies in University of Applied Sciences is the working life cooperation. That is very important part of the studies. So in many courses, we have real company projects. So it means that our partner companies have given tasks to our students to solve. They can be some research projects, developing some ideas, or solve some problems. And our teachers organize also company visits, and visitors from companies come also to our courses to share their experience and expertise. And we organize together with our partners several networking events for companies and students to meet every year. And these are possibilities to look for part-time jobs, internships, or thesis topics. And then about the career opportunities of BBA graduates. So our students, once they graduate, usually the first jobs after graduation are junior entry-level positions, either in private sector or public sector. And entrepreneurship is also one option that students can include their studies already through internship or thesis project. So we support students if they are thinking about starting their own business. And here are some titles that some of our graduates have, and you can see that there are many different kind of subject areas covered here. So business degree is a foundation that students can then really build throughout the studies. Certain kind of expertise they want to start their career on, but during their worst jobs and during their career, they can, of course, specialize in other kind of things, and they can continue their studies also in master level that many of our students do. They study either in Finland or abroad. They can study in Finland in universities of applied sciences or academic universities for master degree, or in the academic universities also until doctorate degree. And reasons why you should apply. Here are some of the things that I have also asked my students every year, what kind of reasons they give, why they chose to apply, or now that they have studied with us, what are the things that they would highlight. So one of the things is that our teachers are very highly trained, and they have experience from the working life, from the business life, and they are very supportive and they are easy to approach. So if students have any questions, any ideas, we really encourage them to talk with their teachers. And we work on our study curriculums, contents of our courses, and also the methods we use in teaching all the time. So we try to develop, our methods and our contents constantly. And we are University of Applied Sciences, so our students study theory, but it's very important to also learn how to use that theory, so how to apply it to practice. So we study and learn a lot by doing. So students study maybe theory first, and then they have a practical project on the topic. And students have services for study and career counseling and guidance throughout the studies. So planning the study contents, planning tasks for the internship, topics for the thesis, how to get started with the career, what kind of job-seeking skills they might need, or support in developing those, and so on. So it's very individual work, together with the study counselor like myself. And in the study, students, of course, learn a lot about theory, but because we do also a lot of projects, practical things in the courses, and have the internship, students develop also working life skills throughout their studies. So, for example, communication skills, teamwork skills, innovation skills, and so on. And also that we are not a very big university. We are, medium-sized. So I think it's an advantage that we get to know our students. Students get to know their teachers quite well. So it's, easier to build a relationship and really learn what the students want to do in their future and how we can support them. And we have students from many different kind of backgrounds, so the environment is very multicultural. And what I have been hearing from the students now in the development discussions I have been having with them during the couple of last weeks, they say the atmosphere is really, really positive. And that was my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Riikka, for a very informative presentation.
Thank you.
There is one question for you. What would you say are the most common exchange destinations for international business students?
So we have dozens of partners in Europe, in Asia, in Canada. So lately, Austria, Vienna, has been really, there are a lot of students wanting to go to Vienna, or UK, France, Italy, Germany. Korea.
So mainly in Europe?
Mainly in Europe, yes, but Korea has been quite popular for last maybe 5-6 years already.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Hamid El-Owatki will talk about the Industrial Management Program.
Okay, hello. My name is Hamid El-Owatki, and I'm lecturer at the University of Applied Science, at Karelia University of Applied Science. And I'm one of the lecturers of the Industrial Management, and I will be giving a brief presentation about the programs and about the journey that you will have when you are embarking or when you are coming to this program. So, first thing that I would like to highlight is that industrial management is industrial management and engineering. It's not a business studies, so it's engineering studies. So you have to be specified about that, so that it's not management studies mainly or business studies. So the program itself, it's 4-year studies. It's part of the Department of Technology of the Karelia University, and it's 4 years and it's 240 credits. For those who are not sure about, because we have a lot of questions from the student about what does it mean ECTS. ECTS means that for 1 year it's 60 credit, and it means for 1 credit you have to do 27 hours of work. And these 27 hours can be lectures, personal work, studies, self-studies, and projects. So the program itself covers the field of engineering, technology, digitalization, and business management, and we will see a little bit more into the details, how the program is built and how the program is combining all those fields together. So at the end of your studies, your qualification or the degree that you will have is mainly a bachelor degree of engineering, and this offer you the possibility to continue studies on the master levels on engineering, and also specifically the courses will be more tend to the engineering. We usually have about 30% to 50% of the courses that are from other fields, but mainly the engineering field. So the student selection is the same for all other programs. So it's like you have to do the international exams, and we have the selections also based on certificates for certain certificate-based selection, and we have the SAT. As most of the programs for the international degrees, most of the studies are done in the campus on Wärtsilä, but that doesn't give you also the possibilities to enjoy the Tikkarinne campus, where you will have a nice restaurant and also the library and also nice environment for working. So the journey for the studies, as I said, so it's 4 years, and we take you through the whole 4 years step by step in order to build the competences needed for your career. And we usually start on the first year with the foundation courses, when we call it professional learning and engineering fundamentals. And what we do during that time is that we give you the foundation in maths, physics, basics of programming, and also the first courses on the industry or the technology. So how you select, for example, the material, how you can make the first manufacturing processes, and you understand a little bit the concept of engineering at the same time. But you have also courses on languages and also on soft skills and presentation and intercultural communications. So the second year, you move to a little bit more to deepen your knowledge, and you start to think about what will be your surrounding if you work in the industrial in management or industrial engineering. And based on that, you start building your first networks and in the business. So you start to understand, if you are in a company, how you do the marketing for the outside of the company, how you deal with the externals in the company, and then also you start your first projects in the company, which means that you do the first projects that you do in an external environment from the university, and most of our students, they do second year projects in the industry. So then we move to the third year, and in the third year you start to now little bit take more specialized courses, and we talk about smart operations, and you start to think about the future, how you can make resilience for the company, how you start thinking about building a better way of doing the things. But at the same time, we focus a lot of your studies will be focusing on how to think not only about the projects itself, but to think about how the customers think and how the customers are making their requirements, and how you convert that one into designing the product or designing the services or designing the operations, which means that now you have to think about the way the customer thinks. And in the fourth year, the student tends to do the specialization studies. So at the moment, we are offering two main specialization, one which is Industry 4.0 and what we call digital transformation and management of technology, and you have the opportunity to see how you develop the concept of Industry 4.0 and then how you can move to smart manufacturing. And the second one is the operational excellence and how you make operations in excellent way, and then you will do a lot of projects on how you do these kind of things for operational excellence. And during the studies also, we focus the pillars for the programs on 5 main things, 5 pillars. So the first one is the technology and operations, and during that pillar you learn how to design the operations and the process as how to achieve operational excellence. But then you study also courses on how to design a product and how to make a product and how to manufacture a product and how to make the requirement of the product. So the second one is what we call digitalization or digital transformation, and we talk about Industry 5.0, and then these skills you build on how to make the transformation for the company on the digital world. But at the same time, we move a little bit one step further, and we input on it a little bit the social side of it, and then how the human interaction on it, and this is what we call Industry 5.0. So the third one is about the business and management, and since you will work in a company, so the companies, especially for technical companies, they want also that the engineers or the people in the company are versed in the business and management, and they are very interested in students or the engineers who can be very flexible and can immediately switch the position and can be having double hats, so he can be the engineer, but he can be also sales engineer at the same times, and he can be marketing engineer also at the same times. And this is a skill that you will have in the program, and then you will develop a little bit the skills to develop your company and make sure that's coming with the business model, new business models on how to do certain things. As we are moving into the area of innovation and entrepreneurship, which is one of the key points. And when I talk about entrepreneurship, it's not only within building your own startups, but also inside the company, because we value that our students or our engineer, graduate engineer, can be also contributing to developing new ideas and new innovation in the company. And you will learn a little bit how to do the service design, how to do innovation, design thinking, solutions, and a lot of this kind of things, which can be brought to the industry and can be developed. And one of the key points during the whole program that you will have is the development of soft skills. You will have to do a lot of presentation, a lot of interactions, a lot of group works. And during that time, you will learn a lot of conflicts where some students are willing to do the work. Some of them are a little bit having not the same pace as the others. Some of them are smarter. They can finish the program very fast. And you will learn how to deal with this kind of environment. I calculated last time that we have in one class sometimes 15 different nationalities from different countries. So you will learn how to deal with different cultures, different way of doing the work, different practices, different meaning of schedules and being on time. So these kind of things that you will learn during the whole program. So during the courses, so you will learn a lot of subjects. So we have courses that will teach you about the sensors and about how to build Internet of Things and make the connected devices and how to build solution of that. So we have cases where the students have built, for example, warehouses with different sensors, and then they have to measure these sensors and they have to put the data analysis about that, and then they have to put some kind of dashboard on how to simulate it. You will learn the lean concept in terms of lean quality, and then lean green belt, and also lean. You have courses on robotics, as we discuss about Industry 4.0, so how the robots works and how you can use automation. And you have seen in the first videos where we have a welding robots cell that we are using. You will do examples on courses and how you increase the sales and how you can push the sales, and then also how you can go international. So if you have a startup and you develop a product, how you can move that product to international markets after testing it or after making the protos in your initial country where you are based. You will learn also product management, project management, and then also how to do the teamwork. So we have students who have done projects and then their thesis, and today they are working in project management. Some of them are doing now product management. Some of them are doing projects on engineering, where they study some materials. Some students have done software development. So you will study different kind of subjects, and then you are able to develop your skills based on when you are joining the companies. As I said, so in the programs, we value a lot, since we are in University of Applied Science, we value a lot of practical things and a lot of projects in the second year and the third year. You will do projects every spring semester in the industry, and then you have to work with your team members to solve a solution from the industry. And the companies are grading or analyzing or giving feedback about your projects, whether they are happy with it or not, or they would like to use it later on. Some students from there, they get their thesis after that, and some of them might even get their job in that company. So second point is that most of the cases that you will do during your studies is that those cases are done by your lecturers. Among most of the lecturers in Karelia, they have 10, 15, 20 years of experience, so they know their field quite well. They have been in major companies, so they are like bringing to you the learning that they have, years of learning that they have accumulated. And we exchange a lot with other lecturers, and we are like building sometimes some kind of courses together. And this kind of learning that we are injecting in the courses and this kind of cases that we are using, and also the groups work that we are giving you, it's like a result of several years of experience that we are trying to do. And we will be pushing you very hard, so we are expecting you to be very flexible, and this is what we are going to do. So usually during your studies, you will do about 5 months of total internships, and then you have your thesis about 4 months. So usually when you graduate, when you graduate at the end of the program, you are accumulating almost 1 year of experience that you can use later on. So a couple of career opportunities, as I said, so the programs tackle 4 different subjects, 4 different pillars, and then the opportunities for the job market is quite wide for the student in industrial management. So you can be working in quality, you can be working in production, you can be working as a technical sales, or you can be a product manager. Some can be doing also marketing, and some can be doing service or operation management. So the vast or the variety for the programs and career is quite big. So why to apply? I always say I'm international student, as most of the ones that will apply, and I came with a specific degree in a specific field. And when I started to do the career, I started to move in the ladder, and I started to move different things as I move in the company. So the good things about this program is that it's a program which is giving you the opportunity to study a multidisciplinary degree, and this gives you like an options to specialize or to select your career in one specific field later on. And what you are going to do is that you will have the opportunity to say that, oh, I feel that I would like to specialize in technical sales or technical management or management of technical company, or I'm interested in really engineering, or I'm interested in the digitalization and Industry 4.0, and I would like to do that kind of field. So you have the opportunity to choose, and the program has been designed at the beginning in collaboration with the industry. So we have been running for almost 1 year interviews with companies, what they want, what kind of the specification they are asking for the engineers that they would like to recruit. And the result of all those questionnaires and this kind of discussions, we developed the content of the programs. And the programs, it's somehow, we are continuously discussing with the industries on how to modify it. We have an audit a couple of times where we discuss with the companies about it. And this gives you an opportunity that it's a degree which is a little bit matched to what the industry they want. And based on that, we are creating this program. So at the end, so I welcome you to apply for Karelia and start your first journey with us in the first year, where you will take the foundation, and then after that we continue building your pyramid for your skills until you reach the top. Thank you.
Thank you, Hamid,
Thank you.
for a review of the program. There is one question for you.
Yes.
What would you say, for what type of a person is the industrial management program suitable for? Does the person have to be very tech-oriented, or?
First of thing is that student need to be a little bit eager to learn the text, and then he'll have like the mathematical skills to be used. And as this is an engineering program, and the second thing, we value the students who are flexible, which means that they are eager to learn very fast, and they are eager to learn different things, and then be flexible to switch between the subjects and learn it. We value people who take initiative, so because you will be doing sales course, so if you are a little bit shy, well, maybe we can work on the person and to develop it. We have seen students who were very introvert when they came, and then we see them that they are developing too much better later on. So it's just like eager to learn and eager to push the boundaries. That's what we are looking for the persons.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, Radu Mariescu Istodor will present the Information and Communication Technology program.
Hi, my name is Radu, and I used to be an international student like you are planning to be, but that was maybe 10 years ago. So now I'm a computer science lecturer here at Karelia UAS, and I'm going to tell you about our new international ICT program. It's a 4-year program, and that means about 240 credits. Roughly that means 60 credits per year, but the Finnish educational system tends to be quite flexible, so there may be some changes you can do about that. Now, you will become an engineer, so it's a Bachelor of Engineering degree program here, and to apply you will have to enroll in an online course and complete an exam. After that, the top scoring students will be invited to an interview, which we will hold online, and best of luck. After you are accepted in our university, you have to come here. So the program will happen on campus, and it will be in Joensuu, right here. The structure of the studies is listed here, and there are kind of nicknames for what will happen in each of the years, but I will explain them a little bit more, get into the study contents in a second. Just notice that the thesis is the last thing on the list, so the final year basically focus on you implementing your thesis. And we have 3 different specializations. The first 2 happen here on campus, and it's the intelligent automation and software engineering. And the last one will be in an international mode again. So we have this Invest University Alliance, and that means that you have the opportunity again to travel and finalize your studies elsewhere. But let's get a little bit more in depth. What are these study contents going to be? And they begin with an introduction to the ICT courses related to programming, engineering fundamentals, and software development. You will also learn the mathematics and physics that you need for doing engineering, and also some Finnish language skills during this time. Now, then we move on to practical training and the complementary studies I mentioned previously, that intelligent automation and software engineering. And finally, your main focus is going to be the thesis project. Now, this slide actually says complementary studies on the left, but it's focusing on elective studies, and that is a set of studies that you can do and select them as you wish. So they are optional studies, and they may not necessarily relate to engineering per se. For example, you can see there technology, communication, transport. Those are quite technologically involved, but then you have health, sports, social services. So these things have clear links to IT, and you can study things like that as well as part of your study plan. Then working life cooperation. This is really important, and internship will be part of your studies. So you will go and perform in a company and do some tasks there worth 30 credits. And those 30 credits, of course, will count to your 240 credits that you need to accumulate to get your degree. And our curriculum is really built with companies' needs in mind. It's really important that we stay up to date and teach you the things that they need, the technologies that they use at the companies here. And we keep in touch quite often. We have official meetings where we discuss and try to synchronize what they are changing to, what technologies they're starting to use, and we try to update our lessons to match those. We also have sometimes informal meetings, like maybe chatting, or last evening I had a short jog with the company representative, and we were discussing what they expect for future students. So let's think about career possibilities as well. Of course, this is an engineering degree program, and most of the things that you will specialize for are being an engineer, and this includes IT, Internet of Things, software engineer. But any kind of programming job really is something that you will be able to do after completing your studies. If your specialization will be the software engineering, then web development, for example, is an option, UI designer. Pretty much you can become a full stack software development if you choose that path, software developer if you choose that path. Because you will learn everything that you need on the front end and on the back end, and communicating between those, so the networking that is involved, and using APIs, databases, things like that. So you can do pretty much anything and build real services with what you learn here. And of course, the other specialization, intelligent automation, AI is really in the news nowadays, and we try to stay up to date and teach you the most important things about that as well. And I want to add that you can have other careers as well. So the last thing listed there is an entrepreneur, which you can eventually become, even though our studies don't specifically teach you everything about that. Because as you start programming and start working in a company, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you will eventually learn what it takes to build up a company, maybe, if that's what interests you. And I would add even more things on that list, because ICT is so involved in everything nowadays. Pretty much every job has some kind of dependency on IT, and teaching is also one possibility. If you think you like teaching IT related things is one thing. I have this YouTube channel where I post different coding tutorials, and I do it for fun, but some people do it as an actual business. So keep your mind open, and there are possibilities pretty much everywhere if you study IT. Now, this is intended for those who want to become ICT professionals, and it's suitable for anybody with a high school diploma, or people who want to change their career or are just enthusiastic about IT. And I really want to say that it's something that is probably going to be a good idea to get these skills, even if your long-term goals is something else. So IT is just a really powerful thing to master, no matter what your ideals are. I hope you're gonna come and study with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Radu, for a fine presentation. There is one question from one of our participants in the webinar. So how well does a person need to know mathematics to be able to succeed in the online course, which is part of the application process?
Well, as I mentioned, if you have a high school diploma, then that should be fine. Mm-hmm. But from the top of my head, I think that introductory course doesn't have everything that you would study in a high school degree. So I think it may skip calculus entirely, for example. So I would say good understanding of algebra is sufficient. But that course does contain everything you need to know about the the exam. So it will teach all the items that the exam will ask of you. So focus on the course and study well.
Okay, thank you, Radu.
Hello everyone, my name is Lasse Okkonen. I'm Principal Lecturer of the Energy and Environmental Technology and person responsible on preparing this new master's program on sustainability management. This program has been developed together with our European Invest University Alliance partners, and it will be launching next autumn. So, in short about the program, it is a master's program at the University of Applied Sciences. These are based on the or building on the earlier studies and also on the work experience, and then 2 years studying to complete the 60 credits study scope. The background field in this degree is Energy and Environmental Technology, and the degree title is Master of Engineering. So we are arranging student selection, student admission in January, and this process includes an elective pre-assignment, and after completing this successfully, we select then students to the online interview, and that will be then organized via Zoom. So when applying to this program, you need to have a bachelor degree as a background and then 2 years of work experience in relevant field. Studies are all online, so this allows you to study flexibly from your own country and in connection to your own work and according to your schedules. So it is very flexible option. Study structure in simple format. So first year focuses on identifying sustainability and then managing sustainability. What we mean by identifying sustainability, it will cover the aspects of business sustainability activities and also awareness about social and environmental responsibility of the business and sustainability reporting that is currently very topical theme. It includes also identifying your own role as a change maker and developer of sustainability in business enterprises. Then also in the early part of the first year, you can already start your elective studies and that complement your expertise. Then managing sustainability includes more management perspective on the life cycle impacts and life cycle management of the sustainability issues in enterprise, and also energy management and utilizing energy management services in an enterprise. At the end of the second part of the first year, you can already start designing your thesis work. So planning of the thesis work starts in spring semester, and then you can continue your thesis work in second study year. In second study year, you will also attend in a co-creation or collaboration project between enterprises that are partnering in this program. So something about courses. So this program provides a kind of strategic sustainability aspect on engineering and industry, and you will learn about business sustainability practices and corporate social environmental responsibility, and how to develop and conduct environmental and also sustainability reporting in enterprises. You will learn how to calculate carbon footprints, how to make sustainability assessments, and how to do life cycle analysis of products and services. In addition, you will learn how to utilize the life cycle assessment data and results in managing sustainability. So it is very comprehensive approach to business sustainability. You will also learn about the energy services and how to utilize those in a business environment and how to collaborate with energy experts. Important part is also your own professional development from the perspective of developing your expertise and also on how to create change in enterprise, how to create sustainable transformation, how to create and work in green transition processes in an enterprise setting. And as the studies proceed, you will get more and more involved in organizational collaborations and working between different industries and also with different associations and other stakeholders. So you can include also complementary studies to your studies, and you can take these from the other universities, from other University Alliance partner universities, and also from the open course platforms that include often very excellent master's level courses on sustainability topics. For instance, sustainable energy or circular economy. This program is unique as it combines the technological and this kind of engineering perspective together with strategic business aspect and sustainability topics. So it creates opportunity to develop your expertise from engineering, natural sciences, sustainability towards leadership and management in sustainability. Studies are conducted in close collaboration with working life. So what is the meaning of this? These studies are based on real working life-based professional tasks. We implement a pedagogical model where we gather the actual working life professional tasks from industries, from different stakeholders, and then we tailor them to be study assignments that result into a professional product. For instance, carbon footprint report, or analysis of sustainability report, or doing energy audit, or life cycle model. So these are based on real professional practices, real tasks, and you can connect those as a part of your own work. So when developing your own work and doing your own work in sustainability topics, you can also conduct study assignments and courses. In addition, we establish an online platform where students and businesses meet and collaborate. This creates a high-quality expert network on sustainability development. So you can also become a member and attendant of this kind of professional sustainability work network. Career opportunities in sustainability management are quite broad. Sustainability manager is currently already a well-known title for a professional. In addition, there are titles like corporate social responsibility manager, supply chain manager, energy service manager, environmental manager, climate specialist or sustainability specialist, consultant, lecturer, research, development and innovation specialist, development manager, or you can become entrepreneur. So there are many possibilities to find this kind of expertise and also leadership role in industries and different types of organizations. To whom this is really suitable? Of course, those who aim to become sustainability professionals and are interested in developing their working community, their own company, or the company they work in, or to support others in organizational transition towards sustainability. So we want that students have open, enthusiastic and innovative spirit, and they are interested in working together to solve sustainability challenges and also utilize the opportunities that this transition will give to enterprises. So why should you apply to this program? You can become an expert and change agent in sustainability management, and you can develop organizational sustainability along your studies. And you can apply professional methods like analysis methods, reporting methods, stakeholder collaboration methods, industry project development methods, supply chain management methods in your studies. You can join in an expert network, and you can collaborate with experts for sustainability. And studies are flexible. You can combine and connect them to your own work, and you can reduce the overburden of many tasks by connecting working life activities and studies together. And you can have background support to your professional work. So please apply. Please stay in and take contact and join into the program. Let's craft better tomorrow together. Thank you.
Thank you, Lasse, for presenting the Sustainability Management Program. Now, I would like to introduce you to Admission Coordinator Auli Karjalainen, who will talk about the application process, our tuition fees, and the scholarship system.
Hello, my name is Auli Karjalainen and I work at the Admission Services here at Karelia University of Applied Sciences. Next I'm going to tell you about the application process to Karelia University of Applied Sciences. In the beginning of the year 2024, there will be 2 application periods for applicants to apply to Karelia University of Applied Sciences. There will be the joint application period and then the rolling admission period. Joint application period takes place in January, from 3rd January to 17th of January. And in the joint application, you can apply to all the Finnish universities and Finnish universities of applied sciences within the one application form. You can apply to all our bachelor's programs and to our master's program in the joint application period. And at the same time, we are opening a rolling admission, a separate application period to Karelia University of Applied Sciences. And in the rolling admission, you can apply to our bachelor's programs. Rolling admission takes place from 3rd January to 1st of March, so the application period is a bit longer than in the joint application period. And in the rolling admission, you can apply only to Karelia University of Applied Sciences, not to any other universities or universities of applied sciences in Finland. You can see the links to our website in the slide. Please have a look at them and you will find further information from there. Something general about applying. First of all, applications are submitted online. Fill in all the necessary information in the application forms. Attach required educational certificates, language proficiency certificates, and copy of a passport to the application form. Applying to universities of applied sciences in Finland is always free of charge, so you don't have to pay anything for that. And after you have submitted the application form, you will receive a confirmation email to the email account that you have informed in the application form. How the students are selected to our programs. In the joint application, we are using several student selection methods. So after the application period has ended, one of these methods will be used to select the students to each program. In international business and industrial management programs, the following student selection methods are used: international USA exam, SAT test, and certificate-based student selection. International USA exam is a joint online entrance examination in Finnish Universities of Applied Sciences. After the application period, students are selected to different degree programs by using different student selection methods. And the following student selection methods are used in the joint application. For international business and industrial management degree programs, we are using 3 different student selection methods: international USA exam, SAT test, and certificate-based student selection. For the degree program in Information and Communication Technology, we are using the online course and interview as a student selection method. And for our master's program, Sustainability Management, the students are selected based on a pre-assignment and interview. You can find further information on our student selection methods from our website, Apply to Us. The link is mentioned in the slide. And if you have any questions regarding the application process or the student selection methods, please don't hesitate to contact us by email. As I mentioned in the beginning of January, we will open also another application period to Karelia University of Applied Sciences. It is called a rolling admission, a direct application to Karelia USA. In this application, you can apply to our bachelor's programs, International Business, Industrial Management, and Information and Communication Technology. In this rolling admission, we are using 2 different student selection methods: certificate-based student selection and English language certificate, and the other method is SAT test. Further information about the student selection methods and the certificate-based student selection criteria can be found from the website of the rolling admission, and the link is mentioned also in the slide. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. Then a few words about the tuition fees. Degree students who are not citizens of countries of the European Union or European Economic Area or from Switzerland and move to Finland to study with a student's residence permit are required to pay tuition fee. At Karelia University of Applied Sciences, we are using the following tuition fees as of 1st of January 2024. In International Business Program, the tuition fee is 9,000 euros per academic year. In Industrial Management Degree Program, the tuition fee is also 9,000 euros per academic year. And in Information and Communication Technology Degree Program, the tuition fee is 10,000 euros per academic year. In our master's program in Sustainability Management, the tuition fee is 10,500 euros per academic year. You can find further information about the tuition fees from our website, which is mentioned in the slide, this tuition fees website. We are offering an early bird price tuition fee. When student accepts the offered study place at Karelia USA and pays the tuition fee within 14 days from the study place offer, he or she is entitled for an early bird price tuition fee for the first academic year. Early bird price tuition fee means that the student gets 10% discount of the full tuition fee payment in the first academic year. Scholarships are also available during the studies. And Karelia University of Applied Sciences provides fee-paying students scholarships based on Finnish language skills and study performance. Scholarships are granted in the autumn semester and they are paid to the bank account. The amounts of the scholarships can be found here from this slide. So in the bachelor's degrees for the second year students, the scholarship is 10% of the tuition fee in the second academic year. For the third year students, the scholarship is 20% of the tuition fee in the third academic year. And in the fourth academic year, the scholarship is 30% of the tuition fee. And that can be obtained after completing the YKI test, which is a national Finnish language test. In our master's degree program, the amount of the scholarship is 10% of the tuition fee in the second academic year. That's all from me at the moment. If you have any questions, please visit our website. You will find plenty of information from there. And always, please do not hesitate to contact us if you want some more detailed information. Thank you.
Thank you, Auli, for a very informative presentation. Now you will know all that there is to know about the application process, and you're ready to apply and start your journey with us. Now it is time to hear our international officer, Antonia Stavridou. Antonia will tell you about the exchange possibilities.
Welcome also from my side. As my colleague just mentioned, my name is Antonia and I work at the International Office of Karelia University of Applied Sciences, and I'm here to talk to you about the exchange possibilities you have during your studies here at Karelia. So even though you're coming as an international student, you also have the possibility to visit another country for a short or long-term exchange. But first, let me start by saying that Karelia is a very international organization. We have over 100 partnerships all around the world. And at the moment, we are part of the Invest European University Alliance, which is basically an official network of universities in Europe. And among other things, they cooperate together in order to organize winter and summer schools and also study specializations. And as a degree student here at Karelia, you are more than welcome to participate in those when available. Moreover, we have a lot of teachers coming from our partner universities to visit us and, for example, offer guest lectures, or in some cases, they even create intensive courses in which you can participate at. Some information about our exchanges. Usually, every year we have about 100 incoming students and then about 120 students that leave Karelia and go for an exchange. Now, why should you go on an exchange? There are many benefits. So, for example, you will get a broader view and a deeper understanding of your own study field. So it might be a good idea, for example, to see what is business like in Italy or in Germany or in Spain. And then, of course, there's going to be a lot of personal growth. You're going to make a lot of friends. And then you might also get important networks, which will be useful for your future. And in general, being international gives you better employment opportunities. And I have added here a quote from one of our students who was on exchange that says, "I believe that students who have traveled and studied abroad are more ready to embrace change and have a natural ability of overcoming problems that others would frown upon." So going on an exchange, going abroad gives you a lot of resilience. Now let's look into the types of exchanges that are available. We have long-term study exchanges. As I mentioned, we have a lot of partners all around the world. So you can go, for example, for one semester or even for the whole academic year in one of our partner institutions. And then it is also possible to do your practical training abroad, minimum 2 months, maximum 12 months anywhere in the world. And then there are short-term exchanges, and we have different kinds of short-term exchanges. So for example, there can be intensive programs, there can be study visits, summer schools, and even blended intensive programs where we have where you will have a physical exchange, usually about a week in one other country, and then there's going to be the virtual part, so you will do assignments before or after the exchange online. Now, where can you go? As I mentioned, we have a lot of partners, so you could do a study exchange at one of our partner universities in Europe or in Asia, South America, Canada, or Africa, but a lot of the exchange destinations depend on your own study field. Now, if you want to carry out an internship abroad, then you can go anywhere in the world in any foreign organization that is willing to take you for an internship. And in that case, we usually encourage the students that you find the internship yourself. But of course, you can ask for help from Karelia, so we can give you advice where to look for an internship, or we might even let you know some places that our students have been on exchange before. When can you go on an exchange? That depends a lot on your own study program, but usually most students decide to go especially on a long-term exchange after the second year of their studies, or if you want to do a practical traineeship abroad, then there might be specific slots in your studies. So for example, the summertime might be a good time for a practical training. But we usually ask that the students discuss and get advice from their departmental international coordinator so that they find out when is the best time for them to go on exchange. Now, some words about the funding. As it was mentioned before, when you come to Karelia, you do pay some tuition fees if you come from outside Europe. But if you decide to go on an exchange, you don't have to pay double tuition fees. So you will only pay tuition fees here at Karelia, but you won't pay any tuition fees at the receiving institution. Besides that, Karelia always supports its students when they go on exchange, so depending on where you will go and for how long you will be on exchange, there are different funding programs that you can apply for. And then sometimes local foundations might offer grants for students who do a traineeship or a study abroad, so we usually inform the students when that is possible. And finally, own savings are important because the funding only covers a part of the costs when going on exchange. Here are some examples of the grants. I'm not going to go through in detail to them, but in general, in most cases, when you travel in Europe for an exchange, then you will get Erasmus funding. And then if you decide to go for an exchange outside Europe, then you will get usually Karelia funding. Now, some final notes. When you decide to go on an exchange either for studies or your practical training, you have to plan it in advance, and you will also get credits that will be acknowledged towards your degree here at Karelia. So your graduation should not be delayed because of your exchange. And then it is also possible to go for an exchange together with a friend, so it's easier, for example, to plan all the practicalities. And that was all from me. Here you can see also the contact information. So if you have more questions that you would like to ask about exchange possibilities, you can contact me or my colleague at mobility@karelia.fi. Thank you.
Thank you, Antonia, for your presentation. Next, we will hear about the cooperation between Karelia UAS and the working life. Our student, Josra from Industrial Management Program, together with her employer representative, Janne Turunen from Philips Medisize, will talk about their experience on Josra's internship.
Hello, everybody. So, my name is Josra, and today I'm going to speak about my internship in Philips Medisize. And then we have my supervisor, Janne Turunen. So today I'll be speaking about myself a little bit and my background, and the cooperations with the companies we've been dealing with throughout my studies. And I'm also going to give you some tips on where to find some internship places, and what was my internship tasks in Philips Medisize and my experience. So, as I said, my name is Yusra, and I'm a project engineer trainee in Philips Medisize. I come from Jordan, and I studied industrial management, and I'm a fourth year industrial management student now. Throughout my studies, and as my teacher Hamid mentioned, that every spring semester we have this cooperation with the companies, so we can experience real life tasks in the companies. So we've been dealing with Hansa, Fodesco and Kessler, but for example, I can give a brief introduction about what we did with Kessler. That we had 2 groups, and we did in the first part the value supply chain for the Kessler company to improve their techniques and basically their layout of the company. And the other part of our project was implementing the twin bin solution, which is a part of the lean methodology. And we have gained a lot of skills by cooperating with these companies. We learned how to problem solve the problems, and we learned how to work in multicultural environments. We learned the teamwork, the management skills, how to coordinate and how to lead, and how to basically be responsible and to have to commit to the tasks and be on time when meeting the deadlines, plus the decision making. Now to where to find an internship place. So you can find them from the job fairs and events that are organized by Karelia and other organizations. For example, Luotsi, they can help you find some internship places. And you can also check the career opportunities provided by Karelia UAS. For instance, during my studies, some of the teachers would send us advertisements or basically advertisements on where to find these internships and what can you do there and etc. So basically Karelia plays a huge role when it comes to internships and helping find for students to find these internship places easily. And then you also have to depend on yourself a little bit and to have your own research, because you may be interested in some companies that are not even mentioned by Karelia, so you have to do your own research. Now for my internship tasks in Philips Medisize. I've done a variety of different tasks, but the main 2 was I got educated about the clean room practices, for example, and the Molex Edu. And all my monitors and supervisors, they also assisted me to understand it better in the practical perspective, since Molex Edu is only theoretical. So I've also asked a lot of questions and learned about how the company works. And then for the main task that I've been doing, I'm still using the SAP software, which is an ERP system, and I was forming these mold structures that the spare parts and the parts which are already in the mold can be all structured in an organized way and clear way also for the customers. And we have been also creating new serial numbers, and I've been monitored and tutored about how can I do these things. And for the experience that I've gained, it helped me grow as a student. How? Well, by stepping out of my comfort zone, since it's my first internship, so it's something not very comfortable. but it helped me grow. And I also discovered my weaknesses and strengths from the tasks I have been assigned to do, and I expanded my networks and connections. And I have gained a lot of skills, which are the problem-solving skills, but from the practical perspective. And I have improved my communication and worked in international atmosphere. And it helped me also focus on one task at a time.
Okay, so my name is Janne Turunen. I'm engineering manager here in Kontiolahti site in Philips Medisize. I'm about to tell you about the company I'm representing here. So we are Philips Medisize. We are part of Molex, a bigger company organization, and Philips Medisize is part of that company or corporation. We have locations all over the globe, in Europe, in US, and also in Asia. And we have a lot of different kind of possibilities, options to have different kind of roles in a company. So that's why we are doing quite a lot of collaboration with, for example, with Karelia University of Applied Sciences. So here in Joensuu area we have 2 facilities, different locations, even though we are just considering that as one site or manufacturing location. We have two different sites which have 32,000 square meters of factory area, which of 7,000 we have the designated clean room area, and employees we have today around 700. And as we are the contract manufacturer, we don't have any own products at the moment. So what we are doing, we are serving our medical customers in area of different kind of pharmaceutical and medical applicators. And this is what we are offering here in Finland. So we have wide variety of different roles, as I mentioned earlier, and that's why it's important to have this kind of young talents available from the local schools and universities to be able to grow and fill the needs what we have as a company. For example, Yusra here is working with my team in NPI organization, which is kind of a project management office in our company. We are doing quite a lot of industrialization programs. Also, there are a lot of possibilities in quality area, as medical business is always very vital what comes to the quality. Then we have also dedicated tool building and maintenance area, as well as the core business in the injection molding and assembling. And also due to the fact that all the products what we are producing are on the market a long time, so we need to pay attention also to the supply chain. As you've seen in the earlier parts of the presentations, that there are a lot of this kind of product manager type of roles what we can also offer as an internship roles, and then later on after graduation also for the future careers. That's it from my side.
Thank you, Josra and Janne, for an inspiring story on the cooperation between the working life and our educational institution. Now it is time to thank you for participating. I hope to see many of you here in Joensuu next autumn. Please remember to subscribe to our applicants newsletter to receive information about the upcoming application period and much more. Now have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.